Hi guys, today I am back to play with one of my absolute favorite things ever, and if you've been around for a while, you know how much I love an all shimmer palette. So this is the newest one from Dedesignature, and I had a feeling when they first came out with the all matte palette that maybe we would get an all shimmer palette after. So this is the one that they released beforehand. I've already made a video with the Sweet Aesthetics palette. I'm also going to be using this in this video together with this palette just to like test this out a little bit more and get some more use out of it. But the star of the show is going to be the Chromebook Volume 1, and I love that it says Volume 1 because that means we're getting more. And this is just so fun. Like, I'd be lying if I said I probably don't have duplicates of all of these because I'm sure I have dupes. Like, some are in my collection because all of these are very, like, if you've been around in the beauty community for a while and you know of this kind of formula that a lot of brands come out with, it's a lot of the same like colors and same shades, and I feel like I already have all of these shades in other palettes, like just not together. So I'm really excited to show you some looks with this. I've already done two. We're gonna do another one on camera today. They are also launching, actually this is live already, but they also sent me some new multi-chromes, which all of these sadly came shattered, so I'm not going to open them because it's going to make an absolute mess. But yeah, if I can find swatches from their website of these, I will try to include them. I know they're coming out with 8 different colors. I only got 4 of them, so just check out their website if you're interested in black-based multichromes. Fortunately for me, I'm more excited about the palette than I am for black-based multichromes because it's not something that I use very often because I find that they just crease a lot on me, and that's just like across all brands. Like black-based shadows just don't wear well on me, and I don't know why. But I also wanted to show you I got a package from Colourpop, and I got their new So Juicy line of lip products. Unfortunately, because it is so hot here, the clicky pens that they came out with, those had all melted. So those were a complete mess. I wasn't able to rescue those. Some of the lip liners, when I opened them, they just like exploded. So because I was careful, I put this one in the fridge without opening it first because I thought this was the color that I would like to use. So this has been in the fridge. It's still a little deformed on the tip, but we're gonna try it. I also have the lip oils here, which made it safely. So we're gonna try one of those as well. So this is called the Love That Plumping Lip Liner. Now, I don't know if these are supposed to be like stingy or something. And keep in mind, this has been in the fridge overnight. So I don't know how stiff this is going to be, but we're just gonna go ahead and give it a go. Okay, actually, I love that color. That is so nice. Like, I'm not sure if this having been out in the heat for so long has changed the texture of this because it is extremely creamy. And like I said, it just came out of the fridge from being in there for like 24 hours. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to be when it's like room temperature, if it's just gonna fall apart, but I love this color. I think that is so pretty. I don't feel any kind of tingling sensation or anything like that, so that's good because I don't really like plumping lip products. So next up, we're gonna try the Plumping Glossy Lip Oil. I'm gonna use the nude shade, which is, does this have a shade? It's a Date. So, I mean, these are just gonna go nicely together. So we're gonna see. I hope it doesn't hurt too much because like I said, not a fan of plumping products in general. So let's see. Again, love the color. That is really pretty. I mean, this is totally my kind of lip product. So yeah, I love the look of this. We're gonna have to see. I do feel a little bit of something. It's not like painful. You know when you get a lumping product, a plumping product on your lips and you just want to like run around and scream? This is not that. I really like how that looks. That is, I love how shiny it is, and I love the amount of pigment that it has. I think that is gorgeous. Okay, wait, is this gonna become like my new favorite lip combo? As long as this doesn't start hurting, I am not mad at that at all. Like, that is actually awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and play some more with this palette. I'll keep you posted if anything changes with this, but so far I think we're okay. Because usually if it starts to hurt, it'll do it right away. So I'm gonna prime with my Dedesignature eyeshadow primer, which I still have not bought a replacement for my Natasha Denona one, and I looked online the other day and I literally couldn't find it. And I've had a lot of you over the times like say the same thing, that it tends to be out of stock a lot and it's hard to get a hold of. I usually haven't had any problems just getting it on her website, but I couldn't even see it on her website anymore. So that's a little concerning. Like, I really hope that it's not getting discontinued, but like, I like this primer. It's just, I do feel like I prefer the Natasha Denona one, but this is totally fine and I have absolutely no problems just keeping using this. I feel like that was bad grammar, but I also didn't know how to say that otherwise. But you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime real quick. I feel like with this palette, what I have enjoyed doing is simple looks. Now, with these kind of shades that are very shifty, I don't like using more than one of them on my lids, or maybe two at most, because I really want them to like speak for themselves, if that makes sense. So there are definitely a couple of shades in here that I already know is going to be my favorite. So I don't want to use these because I feel like I've already sort of used them in other videos, like from different brands in other palettes. So I think what I want to do is I want to kind of play with this shade maybe. Oh, that is so gorgeous. That would go so nicely with my jewelry too. Let's see. I've already used this one. I think I've already used this one. I'm not sure. I've definitely used that one and this one. I don't think I've used this one. Ooh, that is pretty too. That is beautiful. I mean, all of these, I have not swatched this palette yet. So, oh, that is a really pretty red. Man, all of these are so beautiful that I feel like no matter what I do, I just can't go wrong with. Is this black based? Yeah, that is totally a multi-chrome. That is so pretty too. Okay, I don't know what I want to do. And now I have shadow all over my fingers. So that's great. Let me clean up before I figure out what to do. So I just swatched the palette while I was waiting. You've obviously seen the swatches already. And like all of these are that beautiful sort of, they have this sheer like wet looking quality to them. And I love this kind of formula so much. It's my absolute favorite. So I think instead of like picking a shade from the palette first, I'm going to figure out what I want to do with the, I really want to do a blue look. Don't come for me, but like, man, those blue shades are really calling my name. So maybe I'll just do like a really simple blue look, like really super easy. Maybe I'll do pink and blue. That's an idea. Let's do that. I don't think I've done a pink and blue look before. Maybe I have, but I can't remember if I have. So I'm going to use this shade and this shade. And that's going to be it. So I'm going to start with this shade, which is a shade called Peony. I actually really like this palette. I know I said that in the video that I did with it as well, but I think the shadows are so nice and pigmented and really easy to work with, and I love the color story of this, and it's just very summery and fun, and I've just had a good time experimenting with this. So if you've been looking to try Dedesignature, maybe you haven't already, like these two palettes go really nicely together and they're both really, really good quality. So it would definitely be a good place to start. Obviously not trying to like make you buy anything, but just saying like if you have been eyeing the brand and you wanted to try some stuff from them but you haven't already, these would be good recommendations from my end at least. I'm just doing this shade in my crease, leaving room in the outer corner for the blue. I don't really want to blend these two colors in too much. I want it to be very prominent that these are like a pink and a blue put together and not blend them too much. So I really like this so far. I think that looks very nice. And I'll probably use one of the blue shimmers and then like the iridescent pinkish shimmer on the front portion of the lid and call it a day. That looks nice. I like that. I'm gonna take the same brush, which is just my Rephr 13. I'm gonna just wipe it off on my towel in front of me, and I'm gonna take the shade called Blue Daisy, which is this one, and I'm just gonna do that in the outer corner of my eye. Nothing fancy, just sort of tapping it on where it is that I want it to be, and then just blending them together a little bit and working on making the outer corner shape the way that I want it to be. But I think these two look really nicely together as well, and I think that with the shimmers on the lid, this is really going to come together. I am packing the shade onto my lid a little bit as well because like I said, these shades, the shimmers are kind of sheer, so I like having a bit of a gradient of the matte underneath because that way when I go in with the shimmer, it just gets a better blend on the lid. And I like doing it in a bit of a diagonal shape. I think that always just looks really good on my eyes. I'm gonna take the tiniest amount of this shade under my eye as well, just to connect the outer corner. I don't think I'm gonna take it all the way into my inner corner. I just want to make sure that this is like somewhat connected, and it's just kind of what I've been enjoying doing lately. Just a little bit right on the outer corner. Just gonna use the tip of this small little brush to perfect the outer corner as well. And I think this is it. And because this video is mostly going to be about the shimmers, I want that to be the focus and not use too much time on the mattes, even though this is a really fun palette to play with. Let's see, what brush am I gonna use? It's funny because even though all of my brushes are clean, I was just gone for a Scrabble tournament and I always pack like all of my favorite brushes. So now I don't have any of like my favorite brushes in front of me. So this is gonna do the job. I do like this one though for shimmers. This is the Cinch Beauty EO4. I've had people ask me if I've tried the Cinch brushes and I feel like I used them quite often, but maybe I don't use them as often as I think I do. But I honestly really, really like them. My favorites, definitely like the flat ones. I like using these for shimmers, and the two smallest blending brushes are chef's kiss. Like they're so good. So let's see. I don't know where my glitter primer is. I think I packed it away, so it's probably still in my makeup bag. I'm just gonna spray my brush like I have been with these in this video. So it's gonna be a question of which blue am I gonna use, and I'm thinking I want to use this one because it's so pretty. This one, I mean, all of these, they're all just beautiful. Like I couldn't go wrong with any. So I'm gonna use the shade Buttercup because I know I'm gonna love it, and I mean, I know I'm gonna love all the shades in here. So just gonna spray it a little bit with some Fix Plus here just to make sure I don't get any fallout and to make it a little bit more intense. And I'm just gonna do that basically on, I would say almost all of my lid, and then save a little bit of room just in the inner corner for the iridescent shade. These kind of shades definitely pop more with a glitter primer, but they still look really nice if you spray them. And you could also use your finger, which I did do in one of the looks just to test it out, and it worked really well. But then I put on fake nails yesterday and now I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen. So yeah. Oh, question about that actually. How do you guys remove press-on nails that you use like a glue with? Because I'm so used to using press-ons that have like the stickers on them, that have the stickers already on them because I'm lazy. But the ones that I'm using now, I accidentally made an order, well not accidentally, but the ones that I ordered from Kiss, I thought that they had the stickers on them because the ones that I've had from Kiss in the past have had that. And then I made a big order of like 7 pairs of press-ons and they all came with glue and I was like, okay. So now I have them on my nails, but I don't know how to remove them. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to gently remove press-on nails that you use glue with, let me know, because I don't want to rip my my nails off. And I had a problem in the past when I used press-on nails for a long time. I don't know if I got like, it wasn't an infection, but like, I don't know if you've had this happen, but like my nail bed started to lift and it was really, really bad. And I think it was a reaction to like the glue that was used in press-on nails. I'm not really sure, but I had used press-ons exclusively like without a break for like 3 years, and I think that my nails were just so weak because I've been so bad at like removing them. I usually just rip them off which is really bad, but I had to take a break from press-ons and I just used nail polish for a while, and my nails are finally like in a decent health, I guess you could say. I mean, I've never had strong nails ever because I've always gotten my nails done like either in a salon or like had something on them, so my nails have always been pretty weak. So now I'm worried about messing them up again because they were looking rough for a while there. So if you have any suggestions on how to gently remove these, I would love to know. I absolutely love them though. I think they're so cute. These are short ones with like little strawberries on them. They're just like so summery and so fun, and I would love to be able to use these types because I feel like there's more variety in press-ons that you use glue with and that has those little stickers on them. Like I love the sticky tabs. I think they're so easy, but I don't always find like the best designs and stuff with that. So yeah, let me know whatever your best tips and advice is because I know a lot of people use them, and I've seen some videos on YouTube, but you can never have too many people give you advice on something like that. So just leave them down in the comments if you're someone who uses press-on nails. But I'm just using the iridescent shade now in the inner corner, as you can tell, and I love how this looks. I mean, this just looks so pretty. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna quickly finish off with this look and I'll come back, show you the final look, and show you the other 2 looks that I've done with this palette as well. The look is done and I love it. I mean, these shades are just so beautiful, so shiny, so sparkly. Everything I'm looking for in a shimmer. So if you think that this is something that you're gonna like, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna show you the other 2 looks that I've done as well. Now for most of these looks, really all of them, I just wanted to keep it simple. I feel like with these kind of shades, you really want them to be able to shine on their own. And once you start mixing too many shades and there are too many shifts, it just ends up being a little bit too much of everything, if that makes sense. So I think with these kind of shimmers, just do one shadow at a time, maybe two at most, and then just let the look be what it is, because it is just going to look a lot better that way. And I think that all of these have performed really well. I've had actually very good luck with the wear time as well. I've worn both of those looks for at least 10 hours, and I did have a little bit of creasing, but I'm gonna repeat myself and say what I always say, but shimmers usually always crease on me, especially these kind of very, very smooth, almost like wet feeling, but these are not as wet as other shadows that are similar to these. So if you're someone who struggles with creasing, maybe this formula would be a little bit better than some of the other ones that are out there, because some can tend to have a little too much oil in them, and I don't feel like these do. I feel like these have the perfect amount of oil, and like the texture of them just feel really, really nice. And yeah, I've just been really impressed with this palette. I've had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed the looks that I've done, and I can definitely see myself using this palette a lot. I do have another trip coming up at the end of July, and I'll probably bring this palette because it has basically every shimmer that I could ever need, and then I'll bring my Noctilucent palette from Blend Money for like inner corner shades, and I'll be all set. And I'll have a great time, and then just bring like an all matte palette, probably one of my Blend Money palettes, and that's gonna be it. And I'm gonna have such a fun time doing my makeup. I'm gonna have options. I can do all shimmer looks, which is just like a one and done, super easy if I don't have that much time in the morning, or I want to get some extra sleep, or I can do something more fun, maybe something like this, I don't know. But I'm just gonna have so many options with a palette like this, and if you like all shimmer palettes, this is a good one for sure. Would definitely recommend. I do have a code with Dedesignature. It's just Annette, and it will save you some money if you're interested in picking anything up from their website. But I think that's gonna be it for my review. Also, the lip products from Colourpop, love, absolutely love. This might become one of my absolute favorite things ever. I don't really feel any kind of tingling. It's almost like a slight warmth, but it's not like painful in any way, and I don't feel anything with the lip liner. Maybe if I left the lip liner on its own for longer, I would, because it does say it's a plumping lip liner, which to me is like weird. Like, why? Who asked for that? Like, did we need that? But this is a really, really nice lip oil, and I think that the color of it is really pretty. Sometimes with more milky shades like this, I did try the pink one on my lips yesterday just for like fun, and I found that it kind of gathered a little bit in some spots, and like it left like a little streak. And I find out with milkier products to have some white added to them, that can happen, because I do have very dry lips, and sometimes like the white in the lip product is kind of like almost separate. I don't know, am I the only one who experiences that? Let me know. But this doesn't do that at all. It doesn't have enough white in it to really be like milky, which I really like. So I think it's a beautiful color, beautiful formula. It looks really good, feels good. I like the smell of it. It's, how would I explain it? It's got like a slight mintiness to it. It almost smells like a peppermint bark, sort of, a little bit of chocolate mixed in. It smells kind of like Christmassy. I don't know. I really like it. It feels very like, the smell of it is very comforting, and it reminds me of something from my childhood or something. I don't know, but I really like it. So just letting you know, if you're interested in those products as well, they're really, really nice. I don't know if they're available yet. They probably are. Usually when I get packages from Colourpop, it's stuff that have already been launched or is launching like the day that I get my package. So I don't need to like rush to get a video up, because I'm not gonna have time anyway. So those are going to be my thoughts on all of these products. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to see some more Dedesignature content, I have a long playlist. I'll put that up on the screen. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.